we just want to discuss it a bit further when you use subdivisions and when you use Dynamesh. So here is a model which, this is the same model we looked at in the subdivision chapter, and this here is ready for production, it's ready for full-on sculpting. So in this case, we very, very much want to use subdivisions for it. Like, we're not going to change the design or anything like that. The topology is fully there and it's ready to be used. So in this case, we will hit Control D a few times, and then we'll go into something like the clay brushes, set the alpha to alpha 06. And then we can just start to sculpt this guy up. And this is the level of details this guy needs. Like, we're talking about like mid-frequency, and we're talking about really fine frequency. Everything else is resolved. We just have to make this model actually look nice. So this is the level we need here. We need to zoom really far in, and we need to actually just add all this like nice, the wrinkles, the heavy skin, all that kind of stuff. But we're not talking about defining his nose or anything like that. The design is resolved. We just have to refine it. Like, does the nose go like this, or does the nose go like this? You know, that's a very minute design change. So in this case, we very much want to use subdivisions for it. Where do we want to use Dynamesh? This is another case where we don't have anything resolved. There's nothing here. You might look at this and be like, yeah, this is kind of a chimp, but he doesn't have eyelids. He doesn't have anything. There's barely a nose. There's no mouth or anything on this. So if we now try to use subdivisions, let's show you what happens then. Control D a few times, and now we can go in here and we can start to sculpt the eyes in. We can start to really get this nice, and yeah, it's just starting to get there when we do this now. But we have to really push it far. Like, we have to take this and really push it in here. And we have to do the mouth as well. And this one we're really pushing in now. So what happens now is that we are starting to really push the polygons in a nasty way. Like, if we want to go around here with the eyes and really refine it now, we will run out of our solution very soon. Set this back to the default. So we will now run out of resolution, and we just can't get it back. You can see here, this area here is far more coarse than anything else. So now the only way to get more resolution in this area is to subdivide it even further. And now we're at almost 2 million. And then we will do the same thing. We'll go in here and we'll really refine it. And then we need to get more into it. And then you reach a point where, okay, now we have almost like 7.5 million polys. Multiple is before again. And you're basically at the maximum subdivision level that you can possibly go. That's a problem. So, and the design isn't resolved yet. You know, it's nowhere near where we need it to be. So in this case, let's just undo everything we just did. In this case, what we should do is we need to use Dynamesh. So how do we actually work with this in a practical sense? Well, we start to sculpt in some eyes, go to Tool, Geometry, and Dynamesh. Make sure we have a resolution which makes some sense. And then we just start sculpting here. We start refining it. We start adding the eyelashes, eyelids. Oh, sorry, not eyelashes, only eyelids. We start getting in the nose. We start getting in the mouth as well. And yeah, the polygons stretch, but this is fine. And now we can start to get in here and just refining it even further. So only add subdivisions once your design is resolved. I can't stress how important that is. A nice little tip for you though. Now we have both models here, and they're both, looks kind of funny as well, they're both visible at the same time. So what you could do in order to make them invisible, you can just hide them and hide the one you don't want to see. But a little tip is that we can use the solo feature. This is down here, all the way to the bottom right. So whatever is selected now will be the only one which is visible. This is going to save you so much time. In this case, we only have 2, and this is fine. But you might have models with like hundreds of objects. Then there is no way you can actually do it. So quickly click the solo button, and we can just isolate whatever is here. So in short, you use subdivisions when your design is resolved. And we use Dynamesh or Sculptus Pro when you're concepting, when you're designing. Ask yourself, are the shapes working from far away? Can you see where the nose, eyes, ears are and all that? If yes, then you can start to add resolution through subdivisions. If not, then you keep just refining it until it's there.